All right, YouTube, stormy day here at Bigjermsgarage. It's raining. I'm gonna try to get some carburetors clean today, but it's been a while, and I have bought some new things and traded for some things and worked on some of my older projects. So I figured I would quickly show you a video of going around the garage, just kind of give you an idea of what's going on. Like I always make videos saying, apologizing for not making videos for a while. Just busy with work. COVID was tough. If you remember last summer, I was making more videos. I was buying more things if you were watching then. So some of these things are left over from then. Some things I've also recently gotten. Actually, some of these things I'll go through. I've actually had, they were mine a while ago. My brother and I, we swap things back and forth, and we're always making trades. So let's go through and I'll explain and show you what is in the garage. So I'll just start over here. So we have these two little Motovox. I'm actually going to probably get rid of one of these. This one, the motor is awful. This one, the motor actually moves. We'll move the dirt bike. If you're looking for one of these little mini bikes, those motors are garbage, or at least that's my thought. My plan, and I've seen other videos on YouTube, I've got two Predator motors underneath there. My plan is to put one of those Predator motors on here, and I'm probably going to sell this one. And I'll kind of explain why, but I don't need two of them. I do have twins, and originally I thought it was pretty cool to have two of them, but this one, we took it to ride at the farm and it would barely even move. Even this one in the grass is tall, it didn't want to move very much, so it wasn't very fun. So I'm going to swap the motor out on this one. That's my goal, which I've seen it on YouTube a bunch, so I know it should be able to get done. And if you remember last year, I bought all kinds of parts for one of the motors. I got it over here. I got this whole box of bigger carburetor and all kinds of stuff for it. So maybe I'll swap all that on there. Here we have a Polaris Phoenix. Now this Phoenix and this Trailblazer I just picked up on Sunday. They were actually my brother's. I made some trades with him to get both of these. My plan is to probably sell the Phoenix and keep the Trailblazer for my kids, because now my kids are getting big. The twins are 12 and I got a 14-year-old. So that Trailblazer back there I'll get to in a second. That one, the kids enjoy it. This was actually one of the first four-wheelers I bought, probably like in 2011 or 12 or so. I've got some videos of this probably down on the farm and stuff. My brother got it from me at some point in another trade. Just needs the carburetor cleaned and it'll run, but it's pretty clean. I believe it's in 1997. Since I was getting ready to say not much work's been done to it, but actually when he had it, the motor did burn up, and the motor that's on it is a 300. He thinks it was like a 300 Express around the same year, and for the most part, they just bolted right in. So if you watch my video I just uploaded, I've got that Trail Boss up on the trailer. It's identical motor probably. In the trade for these two, I actually also got another Trailblazer that has no plastics and the motor is actually locked up, but it's in really good shape. Everything's in good shape, so I'm tempted to put that 250 motor on that one when I get it and try to get rid of that, sell it as well. This Phoenix, it probably won't do it since I'm not on it, messing with it. Let's see, but it should start, maybe. I cleaned the carburetor the other day. I need to still do a little work to it. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so this clean four-wheeler, if you remember, if you watch my videos for a while, if you watch my videos, my brother and I had a shop that we were kind of working on stuff and selling stuff on eBay, and this was actually in a video a while ago. This has a new, back then we got a new cylinder off eBay, got rings for it, and it runs great for the most part. The other day I couldn't get it to run when I got it. I knew the carburetor needed to be cleaned, so I cleaned that real quick. I need to clean the carburetor on this one, but my plan is, since we have that Trailblazer and this one, those would be perfect for the kids. They're a little bit bigger than the Phoenix. Phoenix is a 200, these are 250. These are both two-stroke, which I love the smell of a two-stroke. So the two-strokes are easy to work on. The Phoenix is a 200, it's a little bit smaller. My kids would probably enjoy it, but I think having two of these, and like I said, I have another parts rolling, almost complete ATV. Plus I've got that one out there that's almost I mean, a lot of the parts are identical. Like the tank is identical, the motor, all the transmission, all that's probably identical or very close to it. So, and parts are easy to get. So I'm probably going to leave these two here for the kids and get rid of the Phoenix. So let's go back here to this other one. About 5 months ago, I bought this from about an hour away. This Trailblazer, I was told, and the battery's actually in the Phoenix. That's why the seat's up. So I'm not going to be able to start it, but it runs great. But when I bought it, I was told that they rode it and it was great, and all of a sudden it just wouldn't run anymore. Okay. They had a brand new battery in it. The carburetor was spotless. The lady's daughter was telling me that the headlight was really bright. So I'm like, all right, I guess they had it working. But when I got it home, I could not get it to start. I cleaned the carburetor again, couldn't get it to start. Come to find out, the compression was really low. So took the cylinder off, and it had the piston was messed up. The cylinder was all scratched up. So I had to have it bored over. So it's a 72.5 millimeter Wasco pistons in it now. It was like 140 bucks. I think I paid. I'll finish this part. So, and then it was 80 bucks to get the cylinder board by a guy that has a shop near here. All right, so I got the cylinder board out for 80 bucks. New Wasco piston for about 140, and it was, it starts up now and it runs great. I'll get a video later of it. Like I said, the battery is over there. It needed a new starter. I put a new starter in it, got one off Amazon for like 40 bucks or so. But they listed this for $400. I was on my way and I started getting messages that there were so many people interested, the price was now $450. So I was kind of irritated about that, but I went ahead and paid the $450. But right now, I mean, it's a good four-wheeler. Tires hold air. That one's goes low occasionally, but starts right up. Back during quarantine, we had this Big Bear. If you remember, I bought this and a little Grizzly 80. It was 500 bucks for both of them. This thing's running great. So yeah, good deal. I actually sold that little Grizzly 80 for 1,000 bucks. So this was basically a free four-wheeler, full-wheel drive. You can go back and watch some videos on this as well. But yeah, I guess I can climb. I'll climb over here and start it up. Let's see. Yep, usually starts right up. Four-wheel drive works. Fun four-wheeler. All right. But, oh, there we go. And then we have this. I was looking at my old videos, and back during the summer, I actually bought this, and I didn't really make many videos afterwards. We took it riding a couple times. I put new tires on it. I did buy a new top end kit for it, and I haven't even put it in yet. It smokes when I got it. The person drove it up on the trailer for me. It was 300 bucks. All these I actually have a cover for the wires. The wires are all exposed, but this thing runs good. Let's see if I say that. See if it starts. All right, it always works better if I'm actually in here and I can hit the gas real quick. All right, let's try it. All right, there we go. So I don't know what, for some reason I had this half steering wheel here. I have lights to put on it, but there's no lights on it right now. Thing drives good, no issues. It's got this fancy plexiglass windshield on it, but the kids really enjoyed this. The only issue, and I've said no issues, but my daughter was in it and she hit a jump and it kind of turned sideways, and when she landed, she broke the rim. So it actually has, on the other side, it's got a brand new rim on it we haven't even used yet. But she really likes that. You're not gonna be able to see it. This is a little bit, you can't really tell, but it's a lot shinier, that rim. But that thing's pretty cool. It just takes up so much space. Problem I'm having now is my trailer's not big enough for all these. If I take the go-kart, I can get like 2 other four-wheelers in the trailer, and that's about it. Maybe one in the truck. So All right, so last thing, and if you want to go back and see the video of these Polaris, there's Trailblazer there and one up in the truck. I just made a video about buying. I don't know what I'm entitled it yet. Just look for maybe Polaris Trail Boss 325 and it'll bring that up. This is a pit bike. I actually own this. I got this also in the trade with my brother. This pit bike and those two four-wheelers, and I got a street bike coming. I've got another Twister Hammerhead coming, a John boat and a motor. I got the dirt bike. I got a racing go-kart rolling frame, no motor, coming as well. A bunch of stuff. So pit bike, it's cheap. I traded an old Kawasaki Bayou. I think it might have been 300. I don't think it was a 220. I think it was a 300. I could be wrong, but it's in some of my videos. For this, the guy gave me money, like 200 bucks plus this pit bike for that Kawasaki Bayou that I think I spent like 150 bucks on. So this thing actually starts. I mean, I can try it. See that this thing always had a pretty cool sound to it, a nice deep sound. Let's see. And of course it's not going to start. I need to clean the carburetors, like I said. This thing, the throttle, it's always... All right, I'm going to stop so I can finish the video. It'll start. I just need to clean the carburetor. So my kids wanted some sort of a dirt bike, so I was like, oh, this will be good. So with this and that one mini bike that I'm going to upgrade the motor on, they'll be good for dirt bikes for now. The only thing is this has a clutch, and they've never really ridden anything with a clutch before. So that'll be a new adventure, teaching them how to use a clutch. But that's pretty much it for the new and some old things. So some of you watching this video, if you watched my videos before, you might be trying to figure out what exactly I traded, because I kept saying I traded this pit bike, I traded the Trailblazer, I traded the Phoenix, getting an older street bike, I'm getting a John boat and a motor and whatever. You're probably wondering what I traded. Well, if you look around the garage, there is one thing missing, and it's been here probably since like 2011 in a lot of my videos, but it was the Kawasaki KFX 700. Nope, it's not in here. So why did I get rid of it? So sorry if the camera's moving around. I actually this is a newer GoPro that a lot of times I'm using my phone, but this GoPro is what I'm using today. So the Kawasaki, if you remember most of my videos that I've made, and I haven't made a whole lot in the last 3-4 years, the Kawasaki just sat there. Every time I wanted to go to do something with it, it had been a year or so since I'd messed with it, and the carburetors needed to be cleaned. So I was constantly cleaning the carburetors or buying a new battery for it, which got old after a while. The farm where we go to ride at, they actually cleared all the trees. My dad and his two sisters, they had all the trees cleared for money, and they planted new trees. So right now we really can't ride through the woods there because they just planted all these new trees. We'll be making trails somewhat, hopefully maybe this summer, but there's nowhere really to ride it. So either ride it around the yard. I can't, my neighborhood here is I mean, it's loud, and I don't have anywhere to ride it. I mean, I could ride it up and down my little driveway, but so the farm where we go riding, there's nowhere to ride it, or not really worth just keeping it and riding it up and down the driveway. Like I said, my trailer is not, I mean, 16.5 foot, but my kids love this go-kart. We got the Trailblazer, we've got the Big Bear, now we have another Trailblazer, so I couldn't even take all those with us in the trailer. So one of them would have to go in the back of the truck, and then that would leave 2 other four-wheelers and a go-kart. So to take all that, I couldn't even take the KFX. So instead of selling it, which I could have sold it, back in 2011, I think I paid $3,000 for it. Looking on Facebook, I think they're going for $3,500, $4,000 I probably could have got somewhere around there. A little bit better deal though. I traded it to my brother, so if I ever want it back, I can still get it back. And in part of the trade, I got another Polaris Trailblazer for my kids, which if you are watching not even Craigslist is kind of, it's hard to find stuff on there that's not a scam, but if you're watching the marketplace, four-wheelers are outrageous in the price. Like this, I wouldn't want to pay more than $1,000 for it. like that yellow one over there. It was cheap, but I had to do some work to it, but they're going for like 1,500 bucks. And every Phoenix that I pull up is like 2,000 bucks. So my thought was, he agreed to the trade, and if I could sell that Phoenix for 1,500 bucks to 2,000 bucks, that's half of what I probably would have got for the KFX. Plus I've got this other Trailblazer. If I want to sell that, then I'll be right at about $3,000 probably. Plus I'm getting another twister hammerhead that I'll probably be able to sell for, you know, 300 or 400 bucks. I've got this pit bike the kids can ride now, is also part of the deal. And the street bike that I'm supposed to be getting from him as well. I mean, it doesn't run, it needs the carburetors cleaned, but it is, I'm sure I could get 400 or 500 bucks out of it. And what else was it? It was something else. Oh, and another racing, I think it's a Margay. I don't know much about racing go-karts, but it's a racing go-kart frame, no motor, but you know, I could probably get a couple hundred bucks out of it. So when all said and done, not even including the Trailblazer, I'll probably be close to $3,000 for the other stuff that I actually do sell, like the Phoenix and that street bike stuff and the other go-karts and all that stuff. So I don't know, instead of having the KFX sit and constantly having to clean the carburetor, because I don't have really much places to ride, I figured I'd go ahead and make the trade. So that way my kids have something else to ride. I can get some money for it as well. And then if at some point, I'm sure he probably won't sell the KFX because he doesn't sell anything, I'll get it back if I want it. So we'll see. I actually enjoy the Big Bear. The last several times going to the farm, I could pull the mower behind it. I got the four-wheel drive. I can go through the woods. I can put the chainsaw on it, on the rack. So, and if you caught what I said earlier, I paid 500 bucks for this Big Bear and a Grizzly 80, and I sold the Grizzly 80 for 1,000. So this is basically a free four-wheeler, and I enjoy it. So that's the story. Sorry this took so long. I get comments all the time about my videos taking forever, and I'll say something like long story short, and then ends up being like a 20-minute video that doesn't really answer questions. But this is just gonna be a look around the garage. I hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully maybe can get some videos made so you can see some more content. I got some carburetors to clean. Maybe I can get those done as well, so you can see them. But catch you next time. Make sure you subscribe, like, and have a good day. All right, later.